Hello guys, gals, and Book Nook pals. This is Pluck the Bunny with another unboxing. Today we're going to do Tonecheer's Spacetime Museum. It's one of the two featured kits in our first ever community event, which is live now. As of this morning, we had 50 people registered for the event, and that's bigger than I could have ever expected. So thank you guys for making it so awesome, and thank you Tonecheer for being a great partner. I look forward to seeing what everyone has done. Mine came in the OG box, and just for disclosure's sake, I opened everything up because I don't know how to edit videos that well, so this is like take 5 of this video. Mine came, again, in the OG Chinese box. Some of you probably got it in the newer box. And I know you guys said my cutting mat was fine last time, but I didn't like it, so I bought a new one. So, standard Tonecheer box. Open it up. I use my Nova retractable X-Acto knife. It's in the sidebar. It's not sponsored, but it's an awesome knife. All right, little foam right there. The one square of sandpaper that every kit gives you. It's bigger than most, but it's still not nearly enough, so we'll get rid of that. Wonderful. 5 out of 5 difficulty. I always like a challenge. Here we go. It's a Chinese language manual, but thankfully it does look like it is in both English and Chinese, which for me is a plus since I don't read or speak Chinese. We have a mix of color and black and white instructions. I know people prefer full color instructions, but I will take this over black and white any day. Plus, their kits usually are very descriptive in what to do. So we have, the part numbers, we have the standard symbols. It does look like they color code their LEDs like usual. And what's cool about Tonecheer is they also put a lot of instructions on the physical pieces of the kit itself, which does help a lot. All right, so that's our instruction manual here. Put that away. Now moving to our accessories. So this is an acrylic disc. I saw really quick in the instruction manual, it looks like this is a support plate on top of a spinner. I'll put that to the side. This is a really neat piece. I don't know if you guys can see the different score lines on this, but these are actually double-sided tape strips. They come in 3 sizes. It's a very thin but pretty sticky double-sided tape. It's really good at putting thin surfaces on the wood. So graphics, paper graphics that aren't necessarily decals, and even in some cases adhering to smaller pieces of wood. I am a fan of these. I saw them first in Roll Life's kits. The Alice in Wonderland kit that I posted a little while back used these a lot, as did the Sakura Wine Alley. I'm seeing it in more and more kits. It's a really cool thing. I liked it so much I picked myself up some super thin double-sided tape to use when the kits don't include them. I'll put that in the tool list as well. We have some segmented roof pieces, because anyone who's done a Tonecheer kit before knows they do not know how to do a flat roof on their newer kits. They used to do like an open Book Nook design. You'll see it a lot with like their Up and Little Mermaid designs, but their newer ones have these. They always have these domed or faceted roofs, which is cool. It just means you have to put them on the top row because you can't stack on top of them. A pretty small decal sheet, but that's okay. They tend to put a lot of their graphics on the pieces, so you don't have to do as much decal work, which is nice because my stuff never comes out straight. So we got 3 backgrounds here of equal size. I think that's a spinner in the mid part. For the book down here, it does look like there's dotted lines to mark the pages where it folds. They do not feel perforated like we saw in the Fun Pola or Roll Life kits, which is a little bit of a bummer. But it is what it is. Some thicker plastic sheeting here, which is nice. It does look like we're going to be building some 3D elements for this kit. I always love a good mix of 2D and 3D. I know a lot of people have already been talking about buying 3D objects to put in this kit, so it's always nice when it comes pre-delivered with some 2D pieces in there. The next thing we have is they like to call it laser paper or multi-light paper. It's like a reflective holographic plastic sheeting, very thin. It's usually used for windows and such. Just be very careful with this. You can already see the markings on it. I don't know if you guys can, but this soaks up oil from your fingers like crazy, so you don't have to use gloves with it, but just try and handle it as little as possible. As with most of the newer Tonecheer kits, this one comes with its dust cover. It's usually a pretty thick piece of Mylar compared to other ones. I don't know if you guys can tell just how thick that is, but it's a nice solid piece with the faceted top. We'll leave the plastic sheeting on the outside. All right, again, I did open this before because this is like take 7 or 8. Here we have our wooden runners. Something to be conscious about on the Tonecheer ones. They tend to put 1 or 2 pieces on the tops of the runners that hold the main sides. It's a good economical use, but if you're not careful, they do tend to pop off like this early on, and then you have to like just keep this somewhere during the build, so just be careful with it. Double-sided printing, which is really nice. They have a lot of double-sided printing. They do not skimp on the graphics. What's cool is you can see here they instructions go right on the pieces. So this is direction for wiring, this is direction for gluing. They put instead of the etching it into the wood for the outline of where to put pieces, they just leave it bare. I actually like that better because it means that it won't that it will soak up the glue better because you're not going on top of the graphics. But yeah, so I mean that's pretty much it for the runners. We got a lot of colorful stuff. These are the roof pieces, a lot of detailed graphics. You can feel some texture differences in the printing, which is nice because they don't they print layers of graphics. Again, you can also see very detailed instructions for the wiring, including the colors of the individual wires. So there's really no question of which wire goes where, and at the end of the day, you don't end up with wires that are too short or don't fit, especially since they use a lot of integrated circuit boards for their LEDs. It's kind of hard to mess up wiring. As we're gonna see later, there is a wrench tool here because they usually do include some hardware in their kits for mounting some of the electronics, and it looks like this is a lot of the brackets for securing wires. And I know a lot of people here are going to be looking to customize their figurines, and here's the full-size ones there. So there's the front and the back. We do have looks like some accordion pieces here. Just make sure you take your time with those and you try and work them both laterally and in line so that you don't snap them when you're filling them up. And yeah, so that's pretty much all of our pieces right there. At the bottom, we have our integrated circuits. So again, that was that blue dashed and white wire that we saw before. We got 3 LED panels, so it looks like we're gonna have some standard LEDs, some of the circuit board LEDs, their standard touch/motion sensor with the integrated battery box, which I like. Here's our screws and nuts for that wrench, a pearlescent globe of some kind, it's a bead, and then the standard screwdriver and wax. No glue included in this because, again, they have issues shipping the glue overseas. So check the sidebar for some suggestions if you don't already have your glue of choice. That's pretty much it. I just, again, want to thank everyone so much for such an amazing start to this first event. And I can't wait to see what everybody has. And let's do it.